We moved to Auckland for my partner's work. Caitlin got a job at the University of Auckland teaching chemistry. We didn't actually move here for anything related to electric bikes. So when I arrived, I was just sort of, I don't know, taking a break maybe, or looking after Oscar, our 1-year-old. But of course, e-bikes weren't far from my mind, and selling from home was a way to meet some new people and sell a few e-bikes, just kind of test the waters of what the place is like while still working from home. One thing that was quite surprising was that there was quite a lot of interest in electric bikes. This is 2015, so it was still really just beginning. But the number of people who would come and visit to check out the bikes and how many ended up going on to buy them was quite impressive. So that was a good sign, thinking, oh, okay, well, seems like there's more to this city in terms of e-bikes than it first appeared. Back in 2015, there just were not really many bikes around. There were very few bike lanes. A lot of the bike lanes we see today, all 3 or 4 of them, but a lot of them were built since then. So it felt like Sydney in the 80s. There was just cars everywhere, and very hilly, lot of sprawl. Hardly anyone seemed to get around in any way other than in a car. So at first it didn't seem too promising. But yeah, that first foray from the carport was a bit better than expected. What really changed though to make me want to do it properly, I guess, in an actual shop, was watching the plans for bike infrastructure in Auckland, and crucially watching Te Are Whiti, the pink cycle path behind the shop, watching that get built and then opened. So that all happened quite quickly. It started from one person's really great idea to convert a disused motorway off-ramp into a bike lane, which really only needed a small little 30-metre long bridge, 100 metres maybe. A small bit needed to be constructed. Everything else was there. And the fact that that actually happened was amazing. Usually that would just be a story about what could be done that doesn't get done, but it happened, and it happened quickly. And they did it to a level of finish that showed they wanted to be proud of it. So painted it magenta and put lights all over it, and it really went all out. The opening night for the Pink Path was something that anyone who was there would remember that. It was an unofficial event, just a call out from Bike Auckland, a community non-for-profit cycle advocacy group, saying, hey, let's have our first ride on this path. The official political opening was earlier that day, with the ribbon cutting and the speeches and all that. I suppose some people went, but not many. The opening night, there were people showing up on their bikes or on foot that wrapped right up Canada Street, over Upper Queen Street Bridge, packed 5 or 6 across, as far as you could see. It was just phenomenal. There were somewhere between 500 to 1,000 people, and they were just so excited. We were so excited just to see it, have a ride, and that's what happened. Everyone had a ride around on it, a little bit of fun, and it sort of really showed how much support there was for this kind of change. So for me, that was the time I thought, yeah, I think Auckland's ready now for a proper e-bike shop to open. A shop that would not just sit here and have bikes for sale, but would join in on building on the momentum of creating more bike paths, would have the bikes to provide to people, the right kind of bikes. By that I mean electric, but also I mean sort of comfortable, practical, everyday bikes for people who maybe haven't ridden for decades. So the timing felt right. I was scouring around places right in this area. There was one that I narrowly missed, and then this one came up. So we snapped that up. So that was 2016, winter sort of Matariki time of 2016, that we opened this one.